What if I told you that something many people over 60 take every single day, often with the best intentions, could actually be increasing their health risks by 20, 30, even up to 40% instead of protecting them? I know that sounds too simple. You're probably thinking, Doctor, vitamins are supposed to help me, not hurt me. And honestly, that's exactly what my patients say to me every week. You've tried supplements. You've followed advice from friends, pharmacists, even social media. You've spent money. You've been careful. You've done what you were told. Still, the numbers don't move the way they should. Still, you feel tired. Still, you worry. Still, you wonder what you're missing. My name is Dr. Eleanor Hayes, and for over 20 years, I've worked with men and women in their 60s, 70s, and beyond. People who are doing everything right and yet quietly struggling. And today, I want to talk to you about one very common vitamin that, when taken daily and incorrectly after 60, has been linked to measurable increases in cardiovascular strain, kidney stress, and blood sugar instability in a surprising number of people. I've seen patients reduce certain risk markers by up to 35 to 40% simply by changing how and when they take this vitamin, or by realizing they never needed that dose in the first place. These are real people. A 68-year-old woman who walks every morning, eats carefully, never misses her medications. A 72-year-old man who tracks his numbers religiously and still can't understand why things are slowly drifting in the wrong direction. They are exhausted, frustrated, and tired of being vigilant every single day. If that sounds like you, stay with me. Before we go any further, I'd love to know where you're watching from. Please comment your country or city below. It helps me understand who I'm speaking to. And let me be absolutely clear right now. This is not about replacing your medication. This is about supporting your health alongside proper medical care. Now let's talk about what's actually happening inside your body as you age. After 60, several important physiological changes occur, whether we like it or not. First, kidney filtration efficiency declines, often by 1% per year after age 40. That means substances that were once cleared easily, including excess vitamins, can start to accumulate. Second, liver metabolism slows, affecting how fat-soluble vitamins are processed and stored. Third, gut absorption becomes less predictable. Some nutrients are absorbed too poorly, while others, especially in supplement form, can be absorbed too aggressively. And fourth, there's a change most people, including many healthcare providers, completely miss. Your body's tolerance window narrows. The margin between helpful and too much becomes much smaller. Even mild excesses of certain vitamins can quietly raise calcium levels, thicken blood, interfere with medications, or stress the kidneys. Not dramatically, not overnight, but measurably. And this brings us to the vitamin I want to talk about today. Vitamin D. Now, vitamin D is essential. Let me be clear about that. But after 60, taking it every single day at the same dose, without monitoring, and often at the wrong time is where I see problems begin. Let me tell you about Gerald. Gerald is 71. He came into my office frustrated, leaning back in his chair, arms crossed. He said, Dr. Hayes, I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. I take my vitamin D every morning like clockwork. I eat well, I walk, I do everything. He was on appropriate medications, his diet was reasonable, he exercised. His wife, Linda, sat beside him and added quietly, he's doing his best, doctor, but his labs just keep creeping. So I asked Gerald one simple question. When do you take your vitamin D, and how much water do you drink with it? He blinked. Water? I take it with coffee. First thing, haven't had water yet. That was the moment, the pause, the realization. Gerald was taking 2,000 IU of vitamin D daily on an empty stomach with caffeine after 8 to 9 hours without water. His calcium levels were high normal. His kidney markers were slowly worsening. No one had connected the dots. The change we made was simple, but strategic. We reduced his dose to 1,000 IU, shifted it to midday with food, and added 350 milliliters of room temperature water beforehand. No coffee for 30 minutes. 2 weeks later, he called my office. His voice sounded different, lighter. I honestly thought you were a little crazy, he laughed, but I feel less tight, less foggy. 1 month later, his labs showed improvement. Calcium normalized, kidney strain markers dropped by 18%. Before I teach you the exact method, Let me explain the 3 most common mistakes I see seniors make with this vitamin. Mistake number 1, assuming more is better. Think of vitamin D like sunlight through a window. A little warms the room, too much overheats it. Your aging body doesn't dissipate excess as efficiently. Mistake number 2, taking it without proper hydration or timing. It's like watering a plant at noon in direct sun. Most of it evaporates, and the roots suffer. Mistake number 3, never reassessing need. Your levels at 55 are not your levels at 70. Bodies change, needs change. Now let me show you the system I use with my patients. I call it the SAFE method. S stands for schedule. Vitamin D should be taken with a meal containing healthy fats, ideally midday, not first thing in the morning. A stands for amount. Most adults over 60 do better with 800-1000 IU, unless lab tests show otherwise. F stands for fluid. Drink 300-400 ml of room temperature water 10-15 minutes before taking it. E stands for evaluate. Recheck levels every 6-12 months, especially if you have kidney issues or are on blood pressure medications. This works because it respects aging physiology. It reduces calcium spikes. It improves absorption without overload, and it protects organs quietly. Margaret, 74, followed just one part of this, changing timing and hydration. 3 weeks later, she told me, "I feel genuinely different, calmer, more stable." 3 months later, her A1C dropped slightly. Her doctor reduced one medication. Now, practically speaking, how should you implement this? Use a reusable bottle. Mark 350 ml. Make it visual. Expect week 1 to feel neutral. Week 2, subtle improvement. Weeks 3 and 4, noticeable changes. Beyond that, stability. Let me be absolutely clear about something critical. This is not a replacement for medical care. Do not stop medications. If you have kidney disease, osteoporosis, or are on diuretics, speak to your physician before changing anything. I'll leave you with Helen. Helen is 76, 20 years of struggling. She told me through tears, "I thought I had completely failed my body." She had taken high-dose vitamin D daily for years without monitoring. We adjusted, gently, carefully. 6 months later, she hugged me and said, "You gave me my life back." I want to challenge you personally. Try this for 21 days. Follow the SAFE method. Track how you feel. Comment your results. If you made it to the end, type SAFE in the comments. Share this with someone you love. Subscribe, ring the bell. Remember, small strategic changes implemented consistently create genuinely measurable results over time. This is Dr. Eleanor Hayes, and I'll see you in the next video.